A new scientific study by Brazilian scientists found that trans women are not physically advantaged over cisgender women. Let me read this, we can talk about it. This is from The Independent. It says, trans athletes may not have a fitness advantage in women's sports, a landmark study finds. Findings suggest physical performance in trans women converges towards that of cisgender women over time. Transgender women exhibit strength and fitness similar to cisgender women months after hormone therapy, according to a comprehensive review of studies that challenges claims about trans athletes reaping advantages in women's sports. And really quickly, I just want to speak on my own personal experience with going on hormones. My body drastically changed after only 3 months started changing. So when a trans woman starts hormone therapy, you lose the musculature and the fat distribution of a male. And it starts with the estrogen in your body. Your body slowly becomes that of a cisgender woman's because there's no testosterone left in your body. So your muscle mass is greatly decreased to that of a cisgender woman's. Your fat distribution completely changes everything. I've never had a single surgery. I've only been on hormones in my life. So, and you can see my body. I don't have a man's body. Anyway, back to the article. Now, a landmark study challenges this notion, finding that despite larger muscle mass about 1 to 3 years after hormone therapy, trans women have physical fitness levels comparable to those of cisgender women. In the new research, Brazilian scientists scoured research databases for studies comparing the body composition or physical fitness of trans people before and after hormone therapy with that of cisgender people. Overall, about 50 studies were analyzing, involving about 6,500 people. Most of them were trans people, but there were some cisgender people, to compare them to. They fell in the age range of 14 to 41. Trans women in the studies were found to have significantly greater amounts of body fat than cisgender men, but levels comparable to those of cisgender women. And again, that's due to the hormones, which is required before you're allowed to compete in sports. However, while trans women appeared to have more muscle mass, there were no, scientists suspect there could be residual musculoskeletal differences that may not confer an athletic edge. There was also no observable difference between trans women and cisgender women in their maximal oxygen consumption, a key fitness measure. In the case of trans men, after 1 to 3 years of starting hormone treatment, they have less fat, more muscle, and greater strength. So same thing with trans men. When trans men start hormones, they go on testosterone. So that means instead of estrogen in their body, they have testosterone. So they gain muscle mass to that of a male. So again, it completely changes your body. There were no observable differences in trans women and cis women when they compared upper and lower body strength. So same body strength between trans women and cis women. Scientists call for future long-term studies to prioritize performance-specific metrics in trans athletes. Muscle memory remains unexplored. However, they say the latest findings still indicate that physical performance in trans women converges towards that of cis women over time. The convergence of transgender women's functional performance with cis women, particularly in strength and aerobic capacity, challenges assumptions about inherent athletic advantages derived slowly from gender-affirming hormone therapy or residual lean mass differences, researchers wrote. Blanket bans on trans women in sport are not supported by the best available evidence, said Dr. Chun, adding that fairness and inclusion can coexist. In recent studies, we keep seeing the evidence does not match the false claims made by religious cults and political cults on the right. This is a broader effort by the Trump cult to demonize transgender people and create a fear reaction in their uneducated base. And in combination with other laws passed by Republicans, there's a demented effort by Republicans to commit a genocide against trans Americans. Look that up. There's articles about this all over. Genocide experts have warned we are past early stages of genocide against trans people in America. The early stages of genocide are prepping the base with disinformation, which is lies, and demonization. Next comes the anti-LGBT legislation, and we're past that point too. The argument over trans women in athletics is about so much more than just sports. It's about attacking the truth of gender identity and manufacturing a public upset over trans people in sports. So in other words, the anger surrounding trans women in athletics is fake. It's being created on social media to give a false portrayal of the public opinion. And this is coming from Republicans in government. America sees through this bullshit. Even according to a Fox News poll last week, even Fox News watchers support the Democratic stances on transgender rights. 60% of Fox viewers agree with that. So America's not buying your bullshit, Republicans. And this is a gigantic failure of Republicans to ignore and silence their constituents. So thank you guys for listening. Please like this, share it. This is extremely important. We need to get these warnings out. Leave your comments. I'll be back very soon.